Good morning everyone and welcome to the beautiful Lake Como. We're here at Villa Urba to celebrate the BMW community and of course also the 50 years of the BMW 3 Series. I have here with me Sean Myers, you've seen in my video, my co-host, but he's also the owner of Precision Sport Industries in Orlando and an expert when it comes to not only new cars but also older cars, especially the 3 Series. So in this video, we're gonna literally just walk around, talk about every single generation of the 3 Series, and I want you to kind of tell me interesting tidbits about every single car. So guys, let's go for a walk. Sean, the floor is yours.
Here's the 50 years of 3 Series display, and of course, the very first generation is the E21, which is here to our left in the light yellow.
We're gonna walk around people. I mean, this is normal here. There are a lot of people here today. I mean, that's the idea to celebrate BMW here, so everybody gotta have access to this. So
this was the model that came after the famous 2002, and this was the first series of the 3 Series. So being an E21 is the chassis. Of course, this is where it all started with the series production of the 3.
If there is one thing that you would tell me about this car, let's say that I want to buy this car, what would it be? Why should I buy this generation of 3 Series?
Well, these cars have a really special dash in them. The dash faces the driver, which is a really unique feature of the E21. And it's also a car that was raced a lot. So it has a really big motorsport history with a lot of the 3 Series, but it really started with 2002s and then into the 3 Series in 1975 with the E21.
Gotcha. And when you look at the cars side by side, and you can come closer, Dan, we can take a look at the cars. I mean, you can see how the cars literally skipped a generation, right? I mean, these two are completely different, right? I mean, and that's kind of the idea, and this is probably why this car is so loved today, and I'm going to let you talk about it.
It is. I mean, the refinement of the E30 is miles above the E21, and a lot of people say in a lot of good ways from a driver and being able to be around it daily, but it's also the design. You know, the E21 had the shark nose, the E30 kind of got a little bit away from that, but it has the quad lights, it has the signature kidney grills, and then the E30 is a loved chassis in all parts of the world, and it's been probably the favorite series of the 3s for everyone right now, and it's a highly modified car and a highly collectible car, and this particular car being a standard 3 Series, not an M3, you know, E30 M3 is the winningest car from BMW as far as history-wise in motorsport.
So beside the hype, why should I get this one? I mean, one reason only.
Driving dynamics. It's a very balanced chassis and it's amazing to drive.
Really, that's all I need. Driving dynamics, I mean, that's what makes a BMW, especially the ultimate driving machine. So
it does.
Moving on to the E36, right? I mean, you see the jump, it's a little bit smaller, right? I mean, clearly it's inspired by that, but then the car got also bigger. So walk me through the E36 a little bit.
Yeah, so this was obviously from 1990 here in Europe. We got the cars a little bit later in 92, and this was a time when BMW was trying to make a lot of recyclable sort of interior, recyclable exterior with a lot of plastic. So it's actually a loved chassis for modification. These cars are drifted all over the world, they're modified all over the world, and then again these were raced in the M3 GT3s of the era, really popular chassis for motorsport.
One reason why should I get this one? Only one.
The styling.
Okay, good enough. Now we're moving to one of my favorite cars because this was actually my second BMW. I had an E30 first. I think it was a 318, so nothing crazy, nothing special. But then I moved to an E46 325i, so it wasn't really a 330i or anything. I love the car. So this actually made me fall in love with the brand. I picked it up in Munich actually with European delivery, and that's kind of how I got started with BMW Blog, honestly. So walk me through what's special about this E46.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the E46 chassis in general, E46 M3, E46 sedan, is the quintessential 3 Series. In size, in every single way, it is what makes a 3 Series a 3 Series. And it's really when the brand kind of took off as far as sales and everything like that goes. And it just resembles what I know as BMW because, you know, one of my first cars was an E46 M3.
Oh, interesting. So honestly, I'm going to give you my reason why I would buy this car. I'm going to flip the table a little bit. This is the first car I love when it comes to the design. I mean, you look right there, even at the door fenders right there, the wheel fenders right there. I mean, look, it's wider than that one, looks a bit more muscular, sportier, even the crease, all of it. So for me, I think it's the design that made me fall in love with this car, even before driving dynamics.
Yeah, it's an amazing chassis, and it's well loved all over the world too, just like the E30.
So now we're talking about another skip of a generation, and we go to the E90. And I did have an E90, but I had a little bit more money at that time. I picked it up in Munich also, with European delivery, my second one, and I got the 335i. It wasn't the IS, which was awesome, but the 335i driving dynamics was absolutely phenomenal. Maybe I wasn't so in love with the design initially, but once again, tell me about the car.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the E92, which is the coupe model of this, is really the best designed 3 Series in my opinion, just from a balance perspective. It's also a big engine generation, because in the M3 they introduced the V8 for the first time, and also in the States for the N54 was the first inline 6 twin turbo engine that was also on the 335s of the day. So for BMW, as far as engine and power plants, it's a huge marker in this lineup here.
And it's even cooler that they actually have a wagon here, right? I mean, that makes it even cooler than anything
the E91 is a really cool wagon. I love wagons. I've always been a wagon guy, and we built a couple.
You actually made an E91 M3.
We did, a car that was never made, but again, it's just the neatness of the chassis that you can take that V8 and put it into the wagon and have it be an M3 wagon when it wasn't. So just, it's a testament to BMW and the market. I mean, just like all of the cars that came before it, there's a huge market for modification on E90s, and there's a love for these cars. So it's important for BMW perspective.
One reason only why I should get this one.
Exterior styling.
All right, perfect. Now we move into the F30, F31 clearly. Actually, they offered this one in the US, which was great.
They did.
And every time I see one on the street, I'm like, oh, that's such a rare car. My wife looks at me like, oh, I'm like, no, you don't understand, this is cool. So once again, walk me through. It's not a huge jump in design, honestly, but still very, very different. But tell me more about this car.
Yeah, so this is F-Series platform. So this was another generation from the E90, and there was a lot of sort of styling cues that they've taken from E90, but this is even between. I mean, we skip ahead to the G20. This sits perfectly in between those two models, and there was a lot more refinement. Again, we have the wagon with this, and then in the M3, there was a lot of competition cars, GT4s, GT3s that were raced with the S55 engine and the M3 and the F-Series chassis.
So what's interesting about this car, a lot of people didn't like the design when it came out. They felt like it was too safe, too boring, but now when they look at other cars that came out, they actually love it right now because it's so tame, so understated, yet it drives pretty amazing.
I mean, for me, the design really of all of these in period, BMW was always ahead of the game. Maybe right when they're released, people are like, I don't know about the design, I'm not sure, but they tend to last the testament of time. I mean, this looks like a new car still, and it's, from 7-8 years ago.
One reason why to get this one? Or should I get this one?
I think the interior upgrades. It has a great interior in it from the E90.
Very cool. G20, clearly more modern. You can see this, in the headlights as well, more digital looking like. They still have the double headlamps, which they're kind of moving away in some newer cars, so I actually like that quite a bit. And the facelift was perfectly done.
Yeah,
but again, tell me what you think. You're the expert on the 3 Series, so tell me more about this one.
I mean, the G Series is a great platform, especially with the new B58, which most of these have, which is a great inline 6 platform, super modifiable. And then, of course, the S58, which is in the M cars and the M chassis, and the level of refinement level between the F to the G, obviously they're close when these ended and this started, but it feels when you get in, the refinement level is 20 years advanced from when you get out of an F-Series car.
Gotcha. And honestly, every time someone asks me which 3 Series should I get, I don't think there is a single answer. There is no right answer. I mean, every car, I feel like, caters to a specific customer, specific demographic. I mean, I would say this one is more for like people that want the latest and greatest, more refined, more luxurious, powerful. But then there's some people that say, you know what, I don't care too much about the AC in my car and all that. I'm gonna go with the 4th generation and all of that. So honestly, if you guys watching it, there's really no good answer when it comes to this. So if you were to pick one out of all of this, which one would it be?
E36.
E36, all right.
Yeah, it's just the perfect size, in and out, the feeling, the driver feedback. It's still very analog for the time, and I just think it sits perfectly in BMW's history, and I just love those cars.
All right, gentlemen, there you go. So this is a quick overview of the BMW 3 Series 50 years celebrations here. Of course, they will celebrate that in the US as well in the future. The Peterson Museum, so you'll have a chance to see the entire lineup right there. Thanks, Sean. I mean, we just went quickly over this, but if you want to watch more videos of this, Sean's got a lot of them on his channel. We also cover some maintenance tips, mostly on 3 Series and E46 M3, so make sure to watch that as well. But thanks for having me. I guess we're gonna hop onto the next video. There's some interesting things to show, so if you want to skip, don't, just go to the next video and we're gonna keep you entertained. As always, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
Amazing.